Shit. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, good morning, Mr. Nobody. I'm bored. I'm home alone again. John Paul's having to work, and my daughter in law went to her mother's last night and spent the night down there. And we got a good, decent, well, not a good snow, but a decent little snow this morning. So I'm bored. Thought about turning my camera on. I was like, nah, I better not. Hey, Angel. Hey, Angel Eyes. Um, I'm just bored, and I'm having my coffee. Damn batteries is dead in the remote, so we gotta get some batteries. Um, what is it? I'm just waiting to see. Oh God, see him on TV. What the fuck? What? I've missed something. Hey Viper. Um, I'll be in Sevierville, which is like the Dollywood area, and I'll probably go live over there. Um, this coming Saturday. Oh, we got a TV. Oh shit, Lord God. Yeah, I've missed a lot. I've been like, I don't know. We just been busy like uh with the holidays and everything, trying to get everything ready for these kids. Um, Hunter is he's at the Ronald McDonald House in the outpatient thing doing his treatments. I think his last actual radiation treatment will be the 30th, and um, he it's messing with his vision, and they said most likely that he will end up completely blind, and we're looking for other doctors to. Well, we've got a second opinion, but we're literally looking for another doctor to see if there might be a chance that they may be able to do something. Um, he's got decent insurance, but even if we have to pay out of pocket, I would like to take him to a different specialist. One in Nashville actually, and because Nashville is where my other grandchild was, and they were excellent with her, and I couldn't ask for better doctors or nurses. Um, yeah, we have been Viper. We've been researching everything. Um, I don't know, like we just keep praying and pray for a miracle. And well, he's a miracle himself. This youngin, even though he's fighting and he knows he's fighting for his life, he's still in high spirits. Like he's still got a smile when somebody walks in a room. He just smiles, and like his whole personality and demeanor and stuff. Like he just has this uplifting personality about him, and really good vibe about him. He's a good kid. Um, most people, most grown people wouldn't be able to compose themselves the way that he has, and I just it amazes me. It truly amazes me of how his just his whole demeanor about it, and I couldn't imagine at 15 what I would have been like. I'd have been tore up. I'd have been a wreck. I'm a wreck now, but like I really would have been a wreck. You know what I mean? And he's just got this really good glow about him, and I I don't even know how to explain it. Like I really don't. Like when you walk in to go see him or go visit him, and the first thing he does is look up at you with them big blue eyes and that big smile, like you would not believe that that kid is laying there fighting for his life, and it's just so strange that he still has a positive, and we all try to keep a positive look on things, and sometimes we get down and we think the worst and all that, and I think that's expected of us as humans, because we do let our minds like go a little bit, but uh, he just it amazes me. It truly, truly amazes me that he is still in such high spirits. And like I said, he's always been a really good kid. He was really well mannered, and um, I don't know. He's an amazing kid, and it's hard. It's hard on anybody. Um, I couldn't imagine what he's feeling, but I mean, we've asked him, to talk to us and vent to us, and he's just like, it is what it is. And I, I believe that he knows that if God does take him home, he'll be with his sister, without a doubt. I mean, he's one of God's toughest warriors. He really is. And like I said, he played the bass in church. He was, raised in church. He believes in God, and he'll tell you about it. Like he don't. He's not one of them kids that shy down, because a lot of kids think, God's not. It's not cool to go to church or whatever, that type of shit. Like he's not like that. Like he will straight up tell you, yeah, I go to church. I believe in God. He's a Christian, and he's wholeheartedly, he knows that if something happens to him, he's going to heaven with his sister. And but for him, it amazes me that he's just got I don't know, like I'm sitting here literally, I could just see his big blue eyes and that big smile, and I couldn't imagine at that young myself, like I'd have been tore all to pieces. Even as an adult, whenever an adult's battling like that, like they don't, you know, it gets to them, and like depression sets in, and if it bothers people, and God love him, them big blue eyes and that big smile. Because we try to keep our composure around him, and we try not to cry too much in front of. We know he knows his granny's gonna cry. He knows I'm gonna cry, but because I'm a big baby, um, but we try to keep our composure around him. You know what I mean? And try not to get him down, because he's still in that He's got that high spirit. Like he just, man, it amazes me. It truly does. And I just pray that God pulls him through this and allows us to keep him here with us. And pray for his mother too. I mean, she's already lost one, and this one's battling. And I don't know what I would do if I lost one of mine. I couldn't imagine. I really couldn't, because I lost their dad, and that about destroyed me. But losing a child, that would definitely probably take me completely out. Yeah, we just keep praying and pray for a miracle. Because it's definitely in God's hands. It's up to Him. When our number's up, and there's no doctor, no nothing going to bring us back. If our number's up, there ain't a thing we can do. Um, it amazes me that he's in such high spirits still. Like it totally amazes me. Somebody's alarm's going off outside. So, you say Ernie's supposed to be on TV, huh? He got some kind of TV deal? I've been on a couple of times. Like, I'll jump in and I'll say hi to everybody or do my highs and stuff, and then I get to doing something else, and oh, a Netflix deal. Oh, wow. Oh, God, he cracks me up. I swear to God, y'all. He just like, he can come up with some doozies now, I'm telling you. I jump in chats and I'll say hi, and whatever, and then I'll jump back out, or I'll get to doing something, and I just leave the phone. I turn the volume down on the phone and just leave it playing. I guess you get a view out of it. I don't know. Um, I've not been paying attention to a whole lot on here. Um, I don't know. I'm not into that whole drama filled BS. Like I get tickled at Ernie because he's just Ernie. Still mad at him over some stuff, but at some point I have to forgive him, because if I don't, it's going to be worse on me. So I just let it be, and if it's meant for him to get in trouble over stolen valor, then it's meant to be. If it's not, then it ain't. Like I can't. I've done my part and tried to get all the information I could for the local police around here, and apparently they're apparently they just don't give a shit, or they just got more things to look into. His I don't know. I want to say that, like, maybe, like, Ernie faked cancer, and that's what you got to call it. And that really bothers me, because I have a 15-year-old grandson battling cancer right now, and that really, really bothers me. But I've had doctors tell me stuff that was wrong with me, and whenever I went to the specialist and they done another test, it wasn't. So maybe his doctor did, and that's the way I'm looking at it. Maybe his doctor did say something crazy, and it wasn't true. I don't know how long you ran with that narrative that that he did or whatever. But all I can tell you if you don't have it, don't speak it into existence, because it can happen. And it, like, I don't know if y'all believe in karma, but God Almighty, it seems like I get instant karma, so I have to believe in it. Like, I don't know if that's God's way of whooping me or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it may be, I don't know, karma may be God's way of whooping you. Be like, you shouldn't even thought that thought, you know? Because I can think about something and then I'll fall down a set of steps, be like, bitch, yeah, keep thinking wrong. Keep thinking bad. Go ahead, you know? Let me throw you down a set of steps. So, like, I try not to, I try not to, be bad. I mean, I have. Don't get me wrong. Everybody has, but I have, and I think I'm still getting karma on some things. Um, I don't know how. I don't know how it is. Hey, Markella. Yeah, like it's just like I get instant karma, Angel Eyes, for real. Like I ain't even got to do the thing. Like I can just think it. I can just think something crazy. Just think something crazy, and I get instant karma. Like I ain't even got to do it. I can't believe he's out telling that he's got a Netflix deal though. That's cracking me up. Oh wow. That's wild. There was something I was going to talk about today, and now it's done slipped my mind. I've got my mind on something else. Whew. I hope everybody's doing good, and hope everybody's got all their stockings and stuff stuffed, and ain't got no coal in them, and got everything for your kids that you can afford, because it ain't about what they want. It's about what you can afford and still pay your bills. And it ain't even about that, but when you try to make it about the kids like I do, it's about what you can afford. Because if you spend $600 on each kid and can't afford to pay your electricity bill the next month, you're screwed. You know what I mean? Ernie is the... Oh, God. The Crocodile Dundee. Okay, he said something about, I did say where he said something about his hat was messed up or something. Messed up or something. Right. Oh, honey, man, Angel Eyes, I would love to get a phone call and that would be, oh my God. Whew. Hey, Tartan, yeah, I got a phone call from his mom and said that, hell, even if it was just the least little thing would make it good for me, you know what I mean? Like, let alone some big miracle like we're actually wanting, and God knows, I'd probably go outside. I'd probably go outside and start doing cartwheels. I know I'd definitely hit my knees and pray even harder. Anyway, if Maggie makes it home, we may do another singing live tonight. I don't know. Excuse me. I watched and Lord, I can't. Dazed, is that her name? I think. She had a karaoke live. Sounded decent with some of them. There was a little echo from one guy. Like I think it was throwing everybody else off. But other than that, they done really good. I tried to get Maggie going there, but she was at her mom's and there was too many people. She said she wouldn't have been able to do it. It was too loud. Maggie loves to sing. I love listening to her sing. Um, we had a really good karaoke on Viper's channel. I always tell them I sound like a damn pack of dogs howling, but we had a good time. That was all that matters. Something that, hey, Curiosity, thank you, honey. I like to get on here and have a good time. I don't like to, I try not to bash people. Yeah, exactly, Viper. Like, I had fun. I really did. I had fun. Maggie did too. I was shocked that she was actually able to get John Hall to get on there and sing. There was quite a few on that lady. I think her name. I think she goes by Dazed. I'm not sure who she is. I think I just met her in somebody's chat yesterday. You got Christmas music? Oh yeah. Yeah, you definitely need to post it. Ooh. We was singing we was singing Christmas music in the car yesterday, and my other grandson Hunter, the little one, he's 8. He's like, would y'all hush? I said, all right now, you gonna be a Grinch? He wasn't in the, which he don't, he used to sing when he was like little. He I loved hearing him sing. Now he don't sing as much. His little brain, he just the ADHD and stuff. Just he can't stay on point with nothing. Like he's worse than I am. I told him, I said, it didn't just start with you, honey. That's inherited straight from your nana. He's something else. Now, Cece, she loves to sing. Like me and Maggie sing with her, and she absolutely, like, she loves music. And Viper, she knows almost every word to the song that you done for them. That all the much or all the much, because that's why she says them. She says, "I love you all the much," and she literally knows almost every word to that song. And it just, she was cracking me up yesterday singing. Yep, all the much. That's what she said. She told you. She said, "I love you," and she said, "All the much." And she literally knows almost every word now. I'm like, the only thing is, you can't. Anytime that they think that they even think that you're recording them, like they'll quit doing whatever they're doing. I was going to try to record her, and I just turned my phone over towards her. I didn't even get to pull the camera up to where I could get on video and record her, and she just quit. Oh yeah, it does. It really does, Viper. I mean, people don't. I don't know. It's well, my family. I'd say uh probably about 80% of my family absolutely love music. Like that's our go-to. Anytime we're depressed, we're feeling good, just they just you just get lost in music. And Cece's the same way, and love her little heart. She's something else. So does she wakes up. She comes in here and gets the remote, and she's got to watch Yoo-Hoo. She calls it Yoo-Hoo, and it's YouTube. But she'll put it on there and start listening to music. First thing in the morning. Like, Sissy, you want to at least get awake? She had me and Maggie listen to that one over and over and over and over and over and over. And I was like, oh my God, Sissy, please. I said, let's listen to something else. One other song in between there. And she's like, no, no, no. She had to listen to it over and over. So it's catchy enough to get 5-year-olds' attention. You know what I mean? Like, that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. Especially with her, because she's not got an attention span worth nothing. Like, I don't know. She's bipolar as I am. And that's actually scary. Oh, Lord. That's like I said, I call them my puzzle pieces. And because definitely each one of them's different. They're they're similar in some ways, and then total opposites in the in any other way. Like it's wild. Sissy just turned 5, and she's been Maggie's. I guess where Maggie's been into music so much and everything. Hey, bye bitches. Where Sissy's or where Maggie's been into music so long, and she's only 5. Maggie or Sissy's only 5. Um, it got her into it, and I'm telling you what. And me and Maggie like to dance and stuff too, so she dances. We have to watch how we dance. You know what I mean, to certain songs, because she had picked up on a few things, and I'm like, no, girl, you're 5. You better slow down. But she really, they all. Thank you. I appreciate that. We need all the prayers we can get, for real. I do. I pray for every one of y'all too, and I just actually I was gonna. That's what I was gonna say. I've got a I've got a church group that I'm in, which I don't claim to. I don't claim to be a Christian. Um, I believe in God. I love Him. Like, I don't claim to be a Christian though, because the way I talk my mouth and everything, like that's not. Yeah. But anyway, um, I had shared one of Viper's songs, the "Sitting on the Same Pew" with that group, and the day that I shared that song, there was 2 younger people actually got saved after listening to that song, and there was one yesterday, so that's 3 since sharing that song with them, and they're younger, and I just think that's amazing. Like, I don't know how, like, you know when when God's pulling on your heartstrings anyway, we all get that feeling like that, and I do quite often, and that song must it must open something up and just finally open that door and just say, yeah, let Him come on in, because I had reshared the song because the lady asked me to, and I reshared it in the group, and there was another young man got saved, and it just it amazes me, and I love the ideal of it because it's I don't know, it's just something. I think that song hits, and when like if you listen to the words of it, eh, I think you can interpret them words in your own way, in your own heart. Like I think everybody gets a different interpretation of it, if that makes sense. And I just it's wild. Like no sooner than I had shared that again in that group. Uh, the young man had tagged the preacher that's in the group with us, and told him he wanted to pray, and he did, and like that, it just amazes me. It does. It amazes me. I'm literally in tears thinking about it because the young man was really struggling. Um, he just we recently just added him to that group, and then he wanted to pray after the song Viper, and I appreciate that song. Like I said, people don't understand. They don't understand the impact that that's really had in my real life stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting there crying like a baby. It just it's definitely affected a lot of people in my real life, including myself, big time. And they enjoy it, and I enjoy we me and I guarantee you, me and Maggie listen to that song at least 5 times a day. Beforehand, it was a whole lot more. Not even gonna lie, but now we don't even have to listen to it. We just start singing it. Like we ain't even gotta have music to it. We just start singing. We'll just start singing it out of nowhere, and especially like you just something hits your mind, and you get pondering on stuff and dwelling on stuff, and then just turn that song on. Just turn just turn that song on. You know what I mean? That's all you got to do. Mine's more now like I love that song, and I'll never stop listening to it until the day that I die. Um, I've been stuck on the what's the name of that? The boot when the boots face home. That I don't know, like it's and like I said, I listen to the words of it and I get it, but it has a uh I'm interpreting it in a different way in my heart on that when the boots face home, and yeah, that's what like I know the words to it, but in my head I'm giving it a different meaning. Does that make sense? Like I'm like almost like a inner battle with yourself. I'd probably be the best way to explain that. And I in my heart it's got a different meaning to it. I mean, I know the words to it, and I know what it's I know what it's talking about and all that, but like Right. And that's what I'm saying. Like it's a like I give it a different meaning, I guess. And that's what I'm. The words to it, yeah, you can listen to the words to it, and it's a beautiful song. But it's an inner battle for me, and sometimes it makes me feel like what's going on in the world, all of it, and then it makes me feel like um, sometimes in just our little county here, and then sometimes it's like a inner, like a total inner battle. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it does. It makes you reflect on yourself. Like it definitely has it definitely has a multiple meanings. You know what I mean, Viper? Like for real. And it just amazes me how lost you can really get into music and different interpretations of a simple song. You know what I mean? So I appreciate like everything that you put into that, or any of your music. Like even the funny ones, like the funny ones, they like you just got to go listen to some of them, and, and they're funny. And like if you're having a bad day, just go listen to one of them, whether it be a funny one or a serious one. It'll make you feel better. And Mr. Nobody's got a lot of music too that I like, and he's gonna have to do some more lives. His first live that he was doing, I was actually laying in the bed listening to, and for some I don't know, there was there was one that came on, and I was just tapping my foot away, like just to like, and I'm like, what am I doing? I don't even know this song, but it was just so upbeat, and like it was funny, and I don't know, it just made me really really enjoy it. Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. I'm gonna have to catch. I'm gonna have to catch Cece singing that all too much, and try to record, try to record her singing it, and I'll have to send it to you if I can catch her. Even if it's, I'm hoping I'm gonna have to lay the phone down and just get audio, I believe. Because if I point the phone towards any of my grandkids, they think I'm either taking a picture or videoing them, and well, they know I am. And they'll hide and they'll quit doing whatever they're doing. Like it's funny. But I told them, I said, that's my memories. It's not that I'm doing anything to, because I think they think that people's going to make fun or something. Maybe I don't know. Like how kids are in school, they do shit, and kids are cruel and stuff, and they're just used to other kids. And I said, Nanny's not Nanny's not like that. I'm never going to make fun of you for anything you do ever, you know. And I just want those memories, and hopefully I can catch her doing the audio, and if I catch her doing it, and if I get it, I'm gonna send it to you so you can hear it, because she cracks me up. Because she tries to sing, God love her, she tries to sing like Maggie, so she's really putting that like heart and soul type stuff into it. She's not just like singing in her little voice. She's like trying to put some umph behind it, and it cracks me up. It's never a dull moment around my family, for real. Never. The only time it's a dull moment is when I'm stuck here by myself and I get bored. I get bored real easy. I forgot to tell John Hall this morning to leave the door key, or I would have went walking. So I have no way to lock the door, so I can't go for a walk. I went for a walk the other night over in town whenever they was at that little party. They had a blast. They absolutely had a blast over there. And the 4-H club done it. And they did. They had all kinds of crafts for them. And I think from the time that we was there, or time we got there until the time that we left, I probably counted about 200 kids that were there, plus the parents. I mean, there was a lot of people there, but they absolutely done an amazing job, and all of them got to take pictures with Santa, and they got a little stocking, had a little smile toy in it, and some candy. The kids had a ball. They absolutely had a ball. And we always try to do everything we can to make sure the kids has got everything that they wanted on their Christmas list. And there's some things that we wasn't able to get, and that's fine, because they know they'll get it later for their birthdays or whatever. But like, we really need to start teaching them while they're young the true meaning of Christmas, because it ain't about receiving gifts, because we already have received the best gift, and that's me and Maggie's been talking about that. Like, we need to we're gonna try to have a movie night. Hey, Half Pint, try to have a movie night with the kids before Christmas, and do a few little, few of the little kitty Christmas shows, and then have one look up a good movie of the true meaning of Christmas, and let them watch it. Because Maggie likes to host them movie nights with all of them. And I believe that's what we'll do. Well, it's not this coming weekend, but maybe we'll do it Friday. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can. We'll fit it in somewhere. And I do want to say, ask everybody to pray for the people in Australia. There was quite a few shot over there, and there was a hero. He took the gun away from one of the shooters, and in my eyes, he was a straight up hero. Like, he didn't even think. I don't even think he thought twice. Like, I seen a video of it this morning, and I was just like, heck yeah, dude, get it. Because I don't think, like, you try to put yourself in a like, you think, and you put yourself in a situation like that, and it's one of them. Hey, Brenda. It's one of them. Would have you done that? You know what I mean? I would like to think that I would have, or that I would. But honestly, like, if it come right down to it, I really don't know. But that guy was a true hero. Yep, fight or flight. Yeah, for real. He just, like, walked up. Dude just walked up behind him and just yanked it out of his hands. Like, he wasn't even playing. Like, he was done with it, and then turned it on him. Which he didn't fire on him, But he did hold him there until law enforcement got him. But I reckon there was, I think like 20 something people that were hit, and there was 12 that died. And it just, man, the whole world's getting bad. You know what I mean? Like it's not just the United States. It's not just Russia. It's not just Australia. It's not just Japan or what. The whole world. It's like they're losing their minds. You know. It just. It's strange. Because we heard, years ago there was, different things that happened and some crazy stuff. But this is like every day there's something else. You know, it's an everyday thing now, and 2 or 3 times, a day, and it. Oh yeah, it's definitely showing itself, honey. It's definitely showing itself, and it's scary. And I was talking to a little feller yesterday. I've known him all his life, been part of his family, like in that family, and there his whole life. And he had called me, and we was talking. We talked probably a little over an hour, and he's already got one daughter, and now he's got another one on the way. And I'm like, look, kid, slow down. Like, I'm not telling you can't have a family, but slow down. With the world going the way it is, I mean, you got to really think. Do you want to bring a child into this? Into this? You know what I mean? It scares me because of my grandbabies. My kids, yeah, it scares me because of my kids, but my kids are grown. They're grown. They're grown men. Um, but my grandbabies are my world. And like it scares me. You don't even want them to leave our little hometown here, because if they go somewhere, you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know, idiots are everywhere, mind you, and they're here too. There's quite a few, but we're not having big shootouts and people running over each other with vehicles and that type of thing. Like, what the crap. So I do thank God for Harlan County, even though we're backwards, we're hillbillied. Like, we'll probably be the last ones to hear about the war going on, but like we're. I thank God for Harlan County, because we have our evil too. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like the bigger cities or these other countries, and it's just. It's sad that you have to think twice about bringing a child into this world because you don't know what you're bringing them into, you know? And evil's sure showing its face right now. It I mean, well, I mean, you're a small town too. Like, yeah, you thank God for your little small town. Half the time you're going, oh my God, we don't have nothing. There's nothing for the kids to do. We don't have no jobs. Da 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 da. We're complaining, but you know what? Deep down, like I really, I love my little county. I really do. And yeah, there's nothing here. There's really not. But you can make you can make a living if you're willing to get off your butt. You know what I mean? And I really thank God for our little county, and it's safe, Yeah, like I said, there's things that happen here too. Like, we're not better than anybody else, but like it really, we don't have all of that shooting all the time. You might hear about it every once in a while. Somebody got shot, or somebody got killed doing something or whatever, but very seldom. And like when I was growing up, like I lived over in what they call North Everett's, and I ran all over Everett's, up in Black Mountain, down in Verta. Like, this is miles away from my home, and you never heard of anything like that. And kids were safe. Ride your bicycle and go. Hell, we was 10, 15 miles away from our homes, and as long as you was back before the street lights come on, you was good. Now you can't let the kid go outside the yard. And you better watch them if they're in the yard. My kids, whenever they were growing up down in Kildav, like, everybody watched out for everybody's kids. Everybody knew, like, knew every kid down there. Every parent, like, if mine was over at Ernie's family's, over at his Aunt Connie's, if mine was over there being mean, she'd bust their ass, or she would call me, and I would come bust their ass. And I didn't care. I didn't care if she busted her ass. She knew she was a mommy. She was a good mommy. We treated each other's kids like our own. And now you can't even let them outside the yard. Yeah, for real. Honey, I couldn't tell you how many times I busted a kid's ass that wasn't mine, or had my kid's ass busted by another parent. Shit, we didn't care, because we knew that they were going to, treat them just like they would theirs. And you never had to worry about somebody, like, just beating on a kid for no reason. You know what I mean? Like, they really had to be doing something before somebody would actually put hands on them to bust their ass. I mean, it ain't like they walked up and just smacked them upside the head or something like that. I mean, they really got a switch and just busted their ass, like our grandmas used to. And I don't know, like, it's wild. Like, and you got kids killing kids, and like people just shooting randomly, like at this thing today over in Australia. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, pick your switch wisely, for real. Oh, honey, I had many of them. Listen, we was at our family reunion last I think it was September. I think it was in September, and we were all talking about our grandmother, because she was our rock, to all of us. And I said, we was talking about her or something, and somebody had mentioned that they got a whipping for wetting the bed when they were younger. And I said, yeah, but I said, at least y'all got the damn switch, or the little flappy thing on the fly swat. I got the damn metal end of the fly swat. And one of them spoke up and said, well, that's because you was fucking meaner than all of us. I'm like, I wasn't no meaner than the rest of y'all. Y'all just hit it better than I did. I didn't care. I wasn't one of them that do it behind your back. I'd do it right there. Like, I didn't give a shit. That was my thing. I think I didn't give a shit. Shit. She'd tear me up with that damn little metal thing. But I'd still do it again. Like, I was hard-headed growing up. I still am. I was hard-headed. Like, they'd tell me 1,500 times not to do something, and I'll be damned if I wouldn't go do it. I'm still that way today, though. Somebody I don't know. I have a really bad thing about authority. Like, it's really bad. Shit, Mom tear you up with a damn switch. No, I think the worst whipping I ever got was with You remember them? Not these racetracks that they have nowadays. It's hard. Like you remember the old flimsy racetrack pieces? They were blue and might have been orange too. I think that's probably. And oh god, I think she killed me in that one. Oh my god, they were horrible. They were horrible. And I'll never forget it. I had a pair of shorts. I was during the summertime. I had done something, and I knew I knew I was going to get one, and I still done what I did. And I come in, and the first thing she says, "You better not lie to me." And I knew I was busted. She's standing there with that damn little racetrack piece in her hand, and I thought, you know what? I could outrun you, but I could outrun you, but hell, I'd have to come home eventually. I bet it. Oh God, honey. And the first thing out of her mouth though is she said, "You better not lie to me," and I knew I was busted. And she asked me, I can't even remember what I did, but I knew I had done it though. I was caught. I was busted, and she asked me about it, and I told her, yeah, I done it, and that was it. They grab your arm and or you go running around in circles with your legs kicking like you some kind of showgirl in Vegas, trying to get away from them, and knowing you wasn't going nowhere but around in that circle getting that ass beat. Kids nowadays will never know. They'll never understand. What kills me is, my daughter-in-laws do it. And it kills me. And I've even heard my sons do it a couple of times. Is if you don't stop, I'm gonna bust your tail. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. And I'm just sitting there in my head, well, goddamn it, I ain't got here yet. My grandkids don't play with me. They know bust that tail. But I can't stand for a parent to say, I'm gonna do this, and no, you ain't gonna do shit, or you'd have done it. Shit, Mom didn't play. My mom did not play. Listen, we just got a certain look. Me and my sister just got a certain look. Well, and my cousins too, because my mom she didn't play around. Oh yeah, the 1, 2, 3. No, hell no. Oh yeah, the. You can't believe people. Oh yeah, we was making fun of that. We was making fun of that, Eric. Yeah, that counting shit don't work. My mom gave me and my sister a look. We knew we was screwed. Like we knew it. So you better sit down before you really make her mad, because she'd do it right there in front of God and everybody. She didn't care. Right? Oh Lord. Half pint, I'm telling you. Listen, back in the day, it was, they jump onto you, but they had a tone in their voice. You knew that tone, and you knew the looks. You knew when Mama gave you that look, like you better chill. Or when they used your full government name, you were done. Like, you were done for. You might as well start crying now, cause by the time you get home, you're done. And if it was too bad you didn't get it when you got home, by God, you got it right then. If they used full government name, you were screwed, because the next thing was that hand coming. They didn't care. Mom didn't anyway. She didn't give a shit. I can say one thing. With my grandkids, if I jump onto them and I tell them no, and they still continue to try to do something, I kind of talk more than I should, more than I should, really, because I should just get up and do what I normally would do with one of mine. But I'm not as hard on them as I was mine. But I can say, all I gotta do is say, if you don't stop, I'm calling your dad. They're done. They'll quit. They're terrified of them daddy whoopings. He's always on the road, but goes live and now you know he packs that room up and takes it with him. He takes that room with him. He was in a big nice room. What was it, yesterday? I think I seen it was. I was in there for a few minutes. He packs that room up and takes it with him, by God. I don't understand why he don't try to get him an RV or something if he wants to be on the road all the damn time, wants to do something, and, well, I mean, he had a van and they wrecked it, but, damn, get something, and get out of the code and quit depending on everybody else. Just what I was going to say. It was right. Like I'd find something cheap that I could turn it. Hell, you can turn them little what is it? Them little utility vans and stuff. Well, like sort of like that one that he had. You could turn that into like a little small RV for a single person. Shit. But hell, with the job that he had, like he was supposedly delivering shit, and that'd have been perfect. He had a little bed in there, but you can't do dope and work. Well, you can, but you can't go 90 miles an hour in a damn van and try to turn a curve or run from Bigfoot, whichever was going on, I don't know. That cracked me up. Running from Bigfoot. Jesus. He was talking about something about that Adderall prescription. I can tell you firsthand. Adderall, if you don't need it, speeds you up bigger than shit. And you won't sleep on it. And I know a lot of people, and I've never done meth. Thought about it, never done it. I know a lot of them that if they can't find that, they'll try to find somebody that says he's trying to say he's going. Yeah, okay. I don't understand that guy, which I don't want to. I really don't. Like, he's not my type of people, to be honest with you. That, and I mean, I can get along with anybody, but he's just not my type of people. Yeah, bad for me, Brenda. Well, I mean, I've told that story quite a few times actually about I was out with a friend of mine and he was doing it, and I asked him about it, and I was curious, and he put a little line on the table there on the nightstand at the motel room, and I looked at it and I was like, dude, what does it do to you? Like, I was making him explain to me what the hell it would do. And he was like, well, you know how you get on the Adderall. You know, because like I said, I've done them. He's like, it's more powerful than that. And I was just like, I don't know if I want to do it or not. And actually, I was scared my heart would fuck up, you know, because I got a few heart issues. And next thing I know, he's done snorted it up his nose and said, if you get that stuff, it won't be from me. And I've never even, like, desired to do it again. Like, I've never, and I look at that, like, even though he's sitting there doing that and I don't want him to, probably one of the best friends I ever had, because he done it and wouldn't let me. So I don't know how people look at that, but it was wild, because I was definitely going to do it. And I was scared though, because like I said, you know, I got a few heart issues, and he wouldn't let me do it. So yeah, that Mark guy, like, I think, yeah, he's a troll, but like, I don't know, there's something weird about him. I don't know what it is, and I'm not going to say nothing like really bad about him, because I don't know him. But he's just, I don't know, I get a weird vibe. So that's all I'll say. But as far as Ernie doing Netflix, shit, I don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath on that one. So that's what we need to do. We'll get out, Brenda. We'll get all the phones, get everybody's phones and cameras and shit, and we'll make us a semi movie of some sort. Hell, I don't even give a damn if it's the fucking worst horror movie in the damn world. Make some kind of movie and post it on here until Ernie, we done made our movie, so we beat him to it. He'd die. I thought he was writing a book. Now he's going to be in a Netflix series. What the hell is he going? I mean, I don't know. I don't know about him. He's something else. He's just. It's just Ernie. Hey, Charlie. Oh shit! Make the special effects. Hell yeah. Oh Lord. I had this thing. It was back years ago. It was on the computer, some kind of like app thing that you know, you got all the new movies and all the new music, and the kids got the new games and stuff. And I paid like $50 a month for it. And me and my son was looking up movies to watch. You know, just shit that we hadn't never watched before. And we come across this thing, and it's world's worst horror movie. And we watched this shit. It was the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. It is the world's, honest to God, it really is. It's pitiful. Somebody got killed with a banana. They had a damn, what was it? Oh shoot. It was supposed to be a knife, but it was made out of aluminum foil, and it was flip flopping. It was crazy. And I was just like, what the hell? We laughed. We laughed our asses off. It was so funny. Like, just anybody in the hell, and you could have done that with a camera and been in your backyard, you know what I mean? You could have done all that shit by yourself and done some good effects. That wasn't shit. What did it say? You will be able to watch the new. Mopar, honey. Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. He comes up with some doozies now, I'm telling you. He really does. He comes up with some doozies. He's famous in his own head. I think he thinks because his name is out there on YouTube and like you can Google it, you know, you put in Ernie Shell on there on Google and all this crazy shit pops up. I think he thinks that that's a good thing, and it's not. It's really not. Mopar, he takes his last, hopefully his last radiation treatment on the 30th. He's staying at the Ronald McDonald House as an outpatient. But the treatments and stuff have affected his vision really, really bad, and they honestly think that he's going to go completely blind from it. So, if y'all don't care, just keep sending up prayers for him. I could have made his right, but I think I think a lot of people do though. They have a fear of success. Does that make sense? Like for real? Like they really have a. You can make mine, right, Viper? Yeah, Mr. Nobody, you can do mine and Vipers that way. Thank you. We appreciate it. But I think, honestly, like, which he has done. Thank you. We appreciate all the prayers. He's done a lot of traveling, and he's done several things that most people haven't, and I give him that. Like I really do. I give him his props on a few things, but the stolen valor, the fake cancer, and just thinking that he's famous because you can Google his name and all that just junk pops up like that. That's crazy. That's insane to me. Because you've got like so much junk on you and just BS. Like that's not, to me, that's not famous. You know what I mean? Like that's like a joke. You know, you're a walking joke. And I don't know. I just don't want people to. I don't care what people think of me. I really don't. But I don't want to be remembered as a whole ass joke. You know. Thank you, honey. Thank you, word mom. Right, Charlie. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't want to be remembered as a whole ass joke, you know? I don't. You know, I don't know. People's weird to me like that. Hell, if I cared what people think, I wouldn't have never fucking even got online, you know what I mean? Like, but I really don't care what people think of me. Their opinion doesn't, affect me any, but I don't want to be remembered as anything similar to Ernie Shell, you know, or quite a few others that's like on YouTube and some in real life, you know. build build a channel and descriptions and tags. I don't know. I'm just. Whew. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you. Um, I'll message you here in a minute, and I'll have to email Viper. I need to know y'all's shirt sizes. Um, what the hell was that? I don't know. I was thinking about something. I done forgot it. Left my mind that quick. Oh shoot! I don't know if our snow was melted completely or not. We had a little bit of snow this morning. I reckon Maggie's supposed to be coming back home today. Charlie, if we do a live singing, you want to get up there and sing with us? Viper sung with us. Or sung too. Like you had a little snow too. Yeah, Maggie's down 63 down La Follette way. That's where her parents live. We got a trip planned up, and hopefully it don't snow us out. I'm gonna go check and see if we still got some snow. Yeah. There's still a little bit out there, not much. It's melted. Most of it. Hey, fresh set. No, everybody ain't gonna run away. I don't know. How much snow y'all got? She said we can have her snow. I don't know. Listen, I like a good snow every once in a while, but like, I prefer it whenever my son don't have to work because he has to go across all them stupid mountains and stuff to get to work. He can't wait till summer. Charlie, you got a while for that. Yeah, we still got a long way to go for that. Oh, Lord. About a foot. Oh, Lord. Yeah, that's a good one. I think we might have had like an inch out there. Maybe two. Maybe two. But Like, soon as we're getting them, like, I didn't even think it was going to snow last night. I really didn't, because Maggie messaged me, and she's like, "Is it snowing?" I went outside, and I was like, "No, it ain't. It's not snowing." And she's like, "What's snowing in Louisville?" I said, "It's been snowing in Louisville for a few hours." And it actually felt warm. Like, I thought about sitting on the porch for a while, but oh yeah, you was up in New York. Yeah, you of course you don't miss the snow. That's just cold. Up in the Listen, I tell everybody, I said, we don't know what cold is down here. I thought it's cold down here, and when I went up north, holy crap. It's a totally different kind of cold. I, I was in, what was it? We was in Maryland and Washington, and it was so cold. And I couldn't imagine being like on up. Forget that. Like mm-mm. It was cold, cold, cold. I will be going back up north in July. We'll be up there for the 4th of July for the 250th what the heck? Oh, I thought I was reading something else. Anyway, for the 250th year celebration on the 4th of July up there. And hopefully, because they're going to do supposedly going to do a UFC fight thing in the courthouse lawn, or like the courthouse lawn, the White House lawn. And hopefully we will be able to see it. And I'm going to try to meet Dana White. I want to meet Dana White so bad I can't stand it. It's like, I don't know, he's like my, I guess where he run the UFC and all that stuff, and he's a Trump supporter, and he talks smack too. Like, I love him. Like, he don't bite his tongue about anything. Like, he says what he says, and that, like it or not, you know. I've always liked Dana White. Yeah, I was shocked at just how much forestry there actually was up there. Because I was thinking, okay, it's just going to be like concrete and steel. You know what I mean? I had a whole different idea of what it was going to be like up there. And then when we got up there and we Ubered from the motel to the inauguration line where we was at for several hours, I was actually shocked of the foliage and stuff that was up there. We seen quite a few deer and everything. And love his heart. There was a guy laying on the there was heat coming out of it though. So he's smart there. I guess where the subway was going, like where it was an under us, there was a guy laying on a vent, and you could tell that he was homeless. And I thought that cop was going to run him off from where he was at, and I was going to get in trouble because I was going to say something to him. Because the guy, I mean, it was so cold, and it wasn't bothering nobody. So, like, I just didn't see nothing wrong with him sitting there. I think me and Chip both would have got in trouble because we was both going to say something if that cop would have said something to that guy. But what it was, he came over. I think he thought he might have been froze to death, to be honest with you, because he came over and he kicked his foot, and the guy moved, and then he just walked away like he left him alone. So I really think that he thought that he was froze. Because me and Chip's real outspoken about certain things with people, and we'd have probably got in trouble. We'd have probably got in trouble if that cop would have been a dick to that guy. But Chip ended up getting in a fight in the damn line of the inauguration because that guy, some random guy, grabs Tanya and about slings her down on the ground, and Chip beat the brakes off of him. Damn law didn't even show up. I was like, damn. we get back to the motel room and stuff, and I don't know, it was just random out of nowhere. Like Tanya says, I can't take you to nowhere. I said, well, damn, what'd you expect? I said, well, fuck, that motherfucker wasn't putting hands on my damn brother and getting away with it. I wasn't about, no. He grabbed her and Chip grabbed him, and he was eating some elbows and some fists. Oh, Lord. I guess we'll have to wait and see if Mr. Shell makes the big screens. That's just too funny. I can't believe he said that shit. He's crazy as hell. But I can't think of nothing else to talk about, so I believe I'll end this and let me know. I will, Charlie. I'll let you know. Believe I'll end this and try to find something to watch. But like I said, y'all, if you don't care, keep throwing up prayers for Hunter and anybody else that's, well, actually just everybody, but anybody else that's battling cancer. Pray for them, and pray for the homeless, because it is cold out there, guys. And if you got an extra blanket or two, and if you know somebody is homeless, like, take them a blanket or some gloves or a boggin or something, to keep warm. Few packs of hot hands, they're really cheap. Pray for Australia and all that happened over there. But I'll talk to you guys later.